Okay, Mai, tell me a bit about this exhibit, how all the art came together.
Not last November, like 2010 November.
Yeah.
I met Kyle and he saw my work and he right off the bat said he wants to have a gallery. And I was not being like experienced that much,
Yeah.
I was kind of shocked. So he helped me, pushed me to pretty much get a series of photos done, which are on the wall.
Yeah.
Then later, like time passed, I actually lost my work.
Okay.
And then once I got it back, I was forced to start over pretty much. Once I started over, I started making comics.
Okay.
And tied the story together. And over that period of time, me and Kyle worked on many projects through films and whatnot.
Right.
And this is pretty much an accumulation of 2011, pretty much. And this work right here is more recent. The last few months, same thing with the video. And pretty much that's it.
Okay. And can you tell me a bit about your love for spies? Because I understand that the exhibit is based on a series of different spies. So where did that idea come from?
I grew up watching old classic Bond films like Dr. No and whatnot, and at the same time I always wanted to make people think about alternate history, alternate scenarios where women would take roles of men, but yet still dress the same, everything's the same.
Yeah.
It's just a female role. And growing up with a lot of women in my family, I have respect for women, so and when people see my work, they might think it's exploitation or anything like that, but it's actually love of the human body.
Okay.
So I put my friends that I knew, models, in these scenarios of espionage, fight scenes, like makeup, like have blood, bruises and whatnot. And then the comics, I added that to that whole storyline. I can't travel, so I just added the comics to like further the story.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool. And what's next for you? What do you think you want to see happen with your art, like in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, most of the work will be more like large scale, probably public art or large exhibits where it's like large scale pieces.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't like limiting myself to either drawing and illustration or just photography or film. So I always find a nice medium or nice middle to fit all three together. And it's starting to blend. Like, as I grow, I start to see more things where I discard and things that I add into it. So beautiful. Like fashion magazines, video, music videos, stuff like that. But always art, always quality, not quantity.
Awesome. And the drawing aspect, I know that the kitchen and the washroom have all your art there too. What's the, I think that's really interesting, photography and then the drawing aspect. What inspired you to retire that work to the kitchen and the washroom? Whose idea was that?
Well, everybody, when you're inside the kitchen, when you're in your own kitchen, you're always constantly thinking, either cooking or whatever, and you're always thinking. And you're always like daydreaming of things. So it's kind of like that homage to daydreaming in the kitchen or in the washroom.
Yeah.
And I always get my ideas in the washroom.
Right.
Taking a shower or whatever.
Yeah.
You're forced to sit down and think.
And think, right.
So it's just my ideas on the wall. Taking basically your whole vision of the life onto the wall, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
Very cool. Well, thank you for talking to us.
No problem.